My name's Colleen Starling, and I'm the owner-operator of Cafe Madeline Bakery and Wine in Farmville, North Carolina, and you are watching the East Daily Download.
I like it. That's great. Let's do it.
Welcome to the East Daily Download.
This is the East Daily Download.
I'm Anissa Sakile with the East Daily Download.
This is the East Daily Download.
Welcome to the East Daily Download.
This is the East Daily Download. That's right. This is the East Daily Download.
So let's get started. Hello and welcome to the East Daily Download. I'm Lauren, and we also have Mark with us off camera. If you have been following along, he is wearing pink all this month for breast cancer awareness. Real men wear pink.
Oh, do you want me to walk in again?
I do want you to walk in. We need to
Hold
see your
on.
pink for this. Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you, thank
pink
you,
for the
thank
day.
you.
Again, you gotta spin.
Well, I'm just looking at the real men wear pink sign.
Right?
Okay.
Give them all the, come on. Give them the preview of the pink. There it is.
Now, later in the show, there's another spot right around here under the jacket that has pink that I will take the jacket off so you can see that as well. But it's not as maybe prominently pink as yesterday's outfit.
Right, but there is pink.
But there's pink. This is kind of it today. They're not all going to be kapow days. There's going to be subtle days.
Well,
I like the shirt.
okay.
It's the first time I've worn it too.
Is it?
Yeah.
I like it too, and it goes with that jacket.
It also came from the store that I mentioned yesterday that I won't mention
Oh, yeah?
because we don't need to give any more free publicity. But you know,
Well,
yeah. So,
there's only so long we can do that anyway.
yeah, there's that. So yeah, it's Real Men Wear Pink again.
Yes.
I mean, it's all month long, so it's not just again American Cancer Society and Making Strides Against Breast Cancer. So there's one big organization, but two events that are running kind of concurrently throughout the course of the month. We're focused more on the Real Men Wear Pink on this show. Maria Satira, who is now the former anchor
Yes.
of Morning Edition, is emceeing and hosting Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, which is on October 31st.
It is. Scaring away breast cancer.
Isn't that a great title, Scaring Away Breast Cancer?
I love it.
Okay, so what now? Now that I came out and unveiled.
Now that you've come out and unveiled everything, we're going to let them see this first story. Check it out. We'll be back.
Now downloading Down Eats.
My name's Colleen Starling, and I'm the owner-operator of Cafe Madeline Bakery and Wine in Farmville, North Carolina. I started all of this very young. I got into things in the kitchen, and I remember when there were big family dinners, I was fascinated that all my aunts would get together and put on their aprons and cook. So food to me became not just calories in, it became social, it became spiritually nourishing, and it became a bond between family members and friends. Then when I went to Europe for that summer, I was fascinated by all the fresh food that was used and the innovative things they used to season their food, and it was the most beautiful food I'd ever seen. When I came back, I was a different person. Shortly thereafter, I got married and tortured my husband with all kinds of food he wasn't used to. But, and now here I am today, many years later, and thrown into retirement when we moved to Farmville. I really needed something to do, and this town did not have a bakery. So the light bulb went on, there was a building available, and here I am today. At Cafe Madeline, our motto is relaxed, refined food. We do custom cakes, pastry, catering. We have wine, we do lunch. My personal favorite is simply the Parisian-style butter croissant. You can't get any better than that. A good croissant is a very high art form of French pastry, laminated doughs being many, many, many layers of butter and dough, which lift in the oven. The outside is crisp, the inside has a little bit of tooth. It's just a beautiful pastry for many occasions. My relationship with Farmville is really beautiful. I have regulars in the community, but we draw people from far and wide. Last weekend we had a family of 5 from France who was transplanted to Greenville. I've had people from all over the world.
Hello and welcome back. Mark.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we're
I'm
rolling.
I'm sorry.
Are you?
I went to cancer.org here on my phone, and when you go on right away, there's a thing where you can donate, and again, they are short of funds, so if you can give, please do. And then I go on to the website. It gives you information. I mean,
That's nice.
And you can donate. How to start a fundraiser, support healthcare workers. That's important right now.
That is important.
And there's a Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter feed as well.
So many ways to find them, find out how to donate,
Right.
find ways to get involved.
And look, right here in the top, when you go to the menu, Cancer A to Z, like questions that people have.
Wow.
So it's a good resource. It's a really good resource for all kinds of information.
I know they also have a live chat where you can go on and talk to someone
Okay.
anytime you need, 24/7. If you need support in that way.
Yeah, and it has, like, there's about us, news, treatment and support, stay healthy, probably healthy tips, research, a whole section about research. And that's a huge component of the American Cancer Society, which is in one of the interviews that we have with them.
Right.
I'm going to put this down because I realize I probably should focus more here than here. Sorry, I got a little distracted.
All good. It is, I mean, it's a wonderful website, lots
Yeah.
of resources for anybody to check out. I must say, I love the organization. I love their mission, which is to save lives, celebrate life, and lead the fight for a world against cancer.
All good things.
All good things.
All good
All
things.
wonderful things.
And you know what else is a good thing?
This next story. Check it out.
See how we did?
Now downloading Conversations with.
Just recently, and I remember seeing the news alert on a Friday night not too long ago that Chadwick Boseman, had passed away, and I thought that has to be a mistake. I don't remember hearing anything about this, and it was just such a shock because he was such a gifted and talented and just full of life kind of actor and the fact that he kept that such a private struggle. I'm curious when such high profile individuals, whether they're celebrities or politicians or whatever, when someone passes away who is so well known, do you see an influx of donations? Does it just, because it brings more attention to the cause, so is that kind of a trend that happens, or is it just more awareness?
I think we do see an influx sometimes in donations, but it brings more awareness because people are definitely paying attention to it. So even with the Chadwick, like his legacy. So now people know him from the movies, but now people are knowing him because of cancer. And then that's also making people now pay attention.
Right.
So, even though his life has ended, it's amazing that he's still living through the rest of us to say, okay, I need to pay attention. I need to go get checked. It's okay for men to go and get checked. And so, we really have to push, and that's what the women in our lives do. Like we push them, we make them go and do things. And so, that I think it was more of an eye opener. And that's kind of how it is when we have celebrities and things like that. And then of course, younger children, I think that they're definitely an eye opener as well. So Melanie and Tracy, if you guys have anything to add to that, then definitely.
I know it definitely raises awareness. Yes. Every TV network, every news broadcast was talking about Chadwick Boseman, and he was so young, he was 43. So reminding people, get checked, pay attention, especially if you have some kind of underlying condition or family history. But like you said, Mark, you don't have to have that. So pay attention. If you have any suspicions, if something doesn't feel right, don't ignore it. Cancer can be very treatable. but it's more treatable. You have a much better prognosis with early detection.
Now downloading 9 on Your Side News.
There's an online platform helping people network for the job hunt. It's also aimed at minimizing racial, gender, and age bias. GoGig is designed to help people find work. It's created for those who are out of work or want to move on to a different career without jeopardizing their current paycheck. Joining GoGig allows job seekers to search for open positions, but it does not share personal information with the employer. That helps the job seeker to avoid potential bias in the hiring process.
There's 12 protected classes defined by the Equal Employment Opportunity. It's not just race. It's not just age. There's expecting maternal mothers, there's older generations, younger generations, disabled veterans.
The user decides if they want to move forward with the job once the employer reaches out to them. The GoGig platform is free. We have more information on how you can use it to get started in your job search. Just head over to WNCT.com. In Greenville, Ariana Kraft, 9 on Your Side.
Mark,
Huh? What?
are you?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I
thought-
did it again, didn't I?
Oh, you did.
But hear me out. This one's a little different. I was at the cancer.org site last time. Right now, I'm on the East Daily Download mobile app. What's the
checking out the
WNCT?
show.
It's the WNCT mobile app, available for free at Google Play and the App Store. And you can watch the show on the go, or
You can.
while sitting in Studio E on the set and waiting for Bryce to give you the go sign.
Yeah, but if you're looking at your phone, you miss the
You know what? That's a really good point.
It's true.
It's excellent
It's
point.
true.
So we've been talking about American Cancer Society,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the things that is really important is transportation, as we've
Yes.
learned from them. And due to COVID, there have been a lot of restrictions on the ability to get rides to some people who are really in need of one.
It's true, and I think one of the interviews from last week touched on transportation specifically, and one of the things that was very interesting to me is that anyone can lack transportation.
Right.
You know, there was the example about if your husband is the breadwinner and he has to go to work to be able to get the insurance
Right.
that you need, then he has to be at work and you're stuck without a ride. It can be anybody
Yeah.
that deals with this.
Yeah, and I know that they really want to make sure that people are getting rides. And again, this is a COVID phase reopening situation into the different phases where that will be reopened as soon as it's humanly safe to make
Right.
to ensure everyone's safety with a compromised immune system, which is critical here
Exactly.
for this.
Yeah, you got to make sure
Yeah.
that while you're getting to treatment, it's a safe
Yeah.
space.
This year has given us so many wonderful things, right? I mean, it's the challenges that I think we'll probably learn from in all kinds of industry and all kinds of walks of life coming out of 2020 about how to better do things, how to better prepare for things. I mean, it's just what we do here at the station has changed drastically. So we hope you're all staying safe. And it's certainly not a way to stay safe, but a way to stay entertained would be this next story. And please rejoin us a little bit later when we wrap the show up today. And I do my catwalk with the
Oh yeah,
shirt.
I like how you did that.
FBI agents hunt for a terrorist at the 1996 Atlanta Olympic Games while a wrongly accused man fights to clear his name.
We need a red tag here!
Manhunt Deadly Games makes its broadcast premiere on CBS tonight. The series follows the story of Richard Jewell and the deadly terror attack. Judith Light stars as Jewell's mother, Bobby, who fights to clear his name.
It was a very specific and diligent search. And that's what's so exciting about this piece, and you're going to get to see it over time.
Watch Manhunt Deadly Games tonight on CBS. Grammy winner Billie Eilish has teamed up with the Grammy Museum for a new online streaming platform. The museum launched Collection Live, which features content from artists like Barbra Streisand and Selena Gomez, as well as material from the museum's archive.
For more than a decade, the Grammy Museum has been producing these programs and interviews And during COVID, we actually surpassed 1,000 programs. So this is content that no one else has, and we're incredibly excited to surface it for the public.
New interviews and performances from BTS and more will be released this Thursday.
Please report to the busy board for today's mega mission.
And from the creators of Paw Patrol comes Mighty Express.
It's Mighty time!
The animated series features a team of trains and their friends who work together to overcome trouble on the tracks. Mighty Express arrives on Netflix tomorrow. That's Your Eye on Entertainment. Nichelle Medina, CBS News, Los Angeles.
The lead up to it was definitely scarier than the actual test for me.
So we did ours really recently because just yesterday I got my result. I had the results within 48 hours.
That's good.
And LabCorp was the one who administered the test. They did a phenomenal job of being very efficient. The one thing that I don't think I factored into the whole thing was they didn't want us to roll our window down outside of a crack. It's hard to hear somebody when they have a mask on through a glass window who's backed up to here. And so you really had to, we had to strain and kind of listen and like, okay, what are they saying? And we thought that they were going to do it, but then it turns out, no, you in fact are going to do it yourself. So, which then makes me nervous of like, well, how do I know I'm going to go far enough? And I want to do this right the first time, so we don't need to do it a second time. She's like, go into your nose, and but because of the distance in the window, I'm having trouble hearing, so I'm doing the motion. But she's like, do so. And I'm like, what? And I'm like listening to the window, and she's apparently saying, look at your wife, because my wife is like twisting the way you're supposed to. But I just kind of kept going, but I was like going really deep, and I'm like, my eyes. And so my eyes are starting to water. The look on my face is where the woman just starts laughing who's administering the test. And I'm thinking, oh dear, I made her laugh. And she's like, you remind me of my late husband. I was probably a little too in my own head because it's like anything before you've done it, you can always be more concerned about it. I don't think doing it again a second time, I would be as concerned or nervous. They're like directing us out of the parking lot. So we were in and out there in less than 10 minutes, and it was incredibly
Great.
It was organized, it was efficient, they did a phenomenally good job. I think people just need to know that you need to be prepared for any number of circumstances that can occur, whether it's your situation, Lauren, where you could hear and they did it for you, or mine where they had a mask on and I couldn't hear very well, and you really have to listen very carefully to the instructions while being nervous at the same time.
And just in general, it's so invasive that if you're tense, it's going to be harder to even, get the thing up your nose, and just, you're going to not even, you're going to completely reject it.
Well, that's going to do it for today's episode. We've got Mark over here dancing on the sidelines. He is ready to show off these pops of pink. Come on out.
Oh, stop it. Make me
Come on
blush.
out.
So there's
Yes.
this right here.
Uh-huh.
This. And
I love the
that.
cuffs.
Yes, it's.
I do. I love
Listen,
it.
like I said, it's a little bit. It's not quite as the shirt from yesterday.
No, I think those cuffs just really pop. So now yesterday
but
was.
it's not as.
Well, yesterday was all pink,
Yeah,
but it was
right.
a muted, light-colored pink.
Like my
this is
personality,
like
muted.
that is not true. I think everyone knows that. But this is like, bam, hot pink. Here we go.
Pow!
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So again, all of this is for Real Men Wear Pink, American
Yes.
Cancer Society. Throughout the course of the month of October, please donate or just contribute in whatever way that you can. It doesn't have to be money. You can volunteer.
It's true.
Obviously, check with them to see if they can take volunteers right now, because it might not be the best time for that, but eventually they will probably need volunteers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can find all that information at cancer.org. Go check that out.
Yep.
They've got people you can talk to. A whole lot of resources listed. I mean,
That's
it's a
right.
great website.
That's right.
We saw that earlier in the show.
We did. And now, if you'll excuse me,
You gonna catwalk back out of here?
I gotta get my catwalk on.
Do it.
Oh my! Now I don't want to. Now I just want to sit here.
You can't just sit there. You gotta get up and strike a pose. Strike a pose.
I'm gonna go say hello to Shion S. Fossilman across the set right now. You'll understand what that means soon enough. If you watched the show back during graduation, never mind. Anyway, have a great day, everyone. I'm gonna, and you get it. Okay,
Yeah.
bye-bye.
Yeah. We'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow on the East Daily Download, Mark continues his conversation with the American Cancer Society. Ariana will be here with a new farm report, and Angie will be here with her Q&A with AQ. So join us tomorrow for the East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.